So the Beast Titan standing at 17 meters tall. In this video I'll be telling you everything you need to know about the Beast Titan. Of course there'll be many spoilers in this, so if you're following this series and don't wish to be spoiled, click off the video. I'll be speaking quite fast in this so I can fit the maximum amount of content in the shortest period of time, so make sure you listen carefully. So without further ado, let's begin this video. The Beast Titan possesses a devastating ability to throw objects with great accuracy and immense destructive capability. This is notably used by Zeke Yeager's Beast Titan during the Battle of Shingeki district to wipe out most of the Survey Corps with crushed rocks. At the Battle of Fort Slava, it wiped out the entire fleet of the Mideast Allied forces. During the brief battle with Levi, the Beast Titan attempts to harden his nape. However, Levi cuts the Beast Titan down before it can harden. The Beast Titan would later harden his nape during the rematch, but several thunder spits shattered it. Zeke's Beast Titan has unique abilities that no other Beast Titan had, thanks to his royal blood. The nature of his Beast Titan is similar to that of the Founding Titan. With his royal blood, one of the most perilous attributes of Zeke's Beast Titan is the ability to turn subjects of Ymir into Titans. If a person is given Zeke's spinal fluid, he is able to transform them with a roar, much like the screen-based abilities of the Founding Titan and the Female Titan. And when the Malian military made use of this power to drop Titans off to Fort Slava in an airstrike. According to Nicolo, it is a common tactic for Mali to use pure Titans to overrun an area, sneaking in a few hundred specially prepared Eldians, and having Zeke use his powers to transform them. However, there appears to be a limit to the range at which Zeke can create these Titans, while the Founding Titan's range is much more expansive. Zeke's Beast Titan is able to exercise some control of the pure Titans through his screen-based ability. Using vocal commands, the Beast Titan is able to direct the actions of pure Titans, and can command them to move, resist the urge to eat humans, and stay in place. Titans under Zeke's control are even able to function using only moonlight without falling into fatigue. However, this ability is evidently imperfect. Some Titans can somewhat ignore Zeke's Beast Titan orders. The Beast Titan, like all the 9 Titans, was brought into the world after the death of Ymir Fritz. In the 1700 years following her death, the Beast Titan was held in possession of one of the several of the warring Eldian houses, subservient to the Founding Titan. After the 17th centuries, when Karl Fritz, the 145th king of the Fritz family, abandoned the conflicts of Eldia and relocated to Paradise Island, the Beast Titan was taken by the nation of Mali during the Great Titan War. In the year of 829, Tom Xaver inherited the Beast Titan in order to research the Titan's memories. During his tenure, the Beast Titan would often stay in Mali as Tom claimed he was not too useful in war. After 13 years, Zeke Yeager would inherit the power of the Beast Titan from Tom Xaver. Over a year later, after the other warriors had inherited their Titans, Zeke made use of it in the war between Mali and the enemy nation, using his Beast Titan to slaughter retreating soldiers in battle. When the time came for Paradise Island operation, Zeke's Beast Titan was chosen to stay behind in Mali as deterrence against enemy forces. In the year of 850, Zeke Yeager infiltrates Wall Rose and uses his powers of the Beast Titan to transform the residents of Rogarko into Titans, possibly as a way to test the strength of the Eldians within the walls. Shortly afterward, a small group of his Titans are spotted by the squad leader, Mike Zacharias, who begins a mission with fellow soldiers and recruits of the Survey Corps in spreading the news of a Wall Rose invasion. After killing 5 of Zeke Rogarko's Titans, Zeke takes Mike's horse and throws it his way, sending him falling into the mouth of a Titan. Zeke's Beast Titan stops the remaining Titans from attacking while he asks Mike about the weapon the Eldians are using against the Titans, but Mike is too afraid to speak. With no use for responses, the Beast Titan takes Mike's maneuvering equipment and leaves the scene, releasing his hold over the Titans and allowing them to eat Mike alive. Later that night, the Beast Titan climbs Wall Rose, tearing pieces of the wall and using them as projectiles against a team of Survey Corps soldiers at Utgard Castle. He then leaves Wall Rose, not to be seen again for some time. Presumably 2 months following Zeke's invasion of Wall Rose, Zeke meets his warrior subordinates, Reyna and Berthel, in the ruins of Shingeki district. The two want to return to the walls to rescue their comrade, Annie, though Zeke believes the best course of action is to wait until the Survey Corps to arrive in Shingeki, in order for the warriors to obtain a sought-after coordinate. Conflict arises between Zeke and the 2 warriors, who then decide their course of action through combat between Zeke's Beast Titan and Reyna's Armored Titan. The Beast Titan brutally overpowers the Armored Titan, and the decision is made to remain in Shingeki. When the Survey Corps arrive in Shingeki district, as Zeke has predicted, the Beast Titan acts as a commander of the Titan's forces throughout their battle. As the majority of the Survey Corps is within the district, Zeke uses the power of the Titans to summon a blockade of Titans to the north of the district, preventing any escape. At this time, Zeke also collapses the northern breach of the city, cutting off the troops and the horses north of Wall Maria. Afterwards, Zeke commands the smaller Titans under his influence to attack the soldiers north of the wall. The Survey Corps battle with the smaller Titans for a short time, and upon hearing a warning call from Reiner's armored titan within the district, Zeke's beast titan throws Berthold into the city. After a brief delay, Berthold transforms into his colossal titan, and in the meantime, Zeke begins a new assault on the Survey Corps soldiers north of the district, using crushed boulders as projectiles and sending them at devastating speeds into houses and structures north of Maria. This strategy leaves the troops completely immobile, and Commander Erwin joins them to formulate a do-or-die strategy against the Beast Titan. In a last resort, the Survey Corps charges for the Beast Titan using signal flares in an attempt to hinder its vision, while Captain Levi maneuvers his way towards the Beast Titan, using a blockade of Titans as a pathway towards it. The Beast Titan's bombardment nonetheless completely eradicates the charging soldiers, killing Commander Erwin and all but one of the recruits. However, in Zeke's distraction, Levi successfully ambushes the Beast Titan, completely dismembering it with no time for Zeke to plan a defense. Zeke's injuries leave him unable to use his Beast Titan for the remainder of the battle. At some point, warrior candidate Cole Grease was selected by Marley as the eventual successor of Zeke as the Beast Titan. 4 years later, Zeke uses the power of the Beast Titan to transform a group of parachuting Eldian captives into Titans during a war of Fort Slava, creating a devastating airstrike. Once Reiner joins the combat on the ground and destroys the anti-Titan artillery, posing a threat to Zeke's Titan, he transforms into the Beast Titan and uses leftover artillery rounds as projectiles against the navy of the Mideast Allied forces stationed in a bay near the fort. The fleet fires upon the Beast Titan before it is destroyed, but Reiner's armored Titan saves Zeke from fatal injuries. During the Survey Corps assault in Liberia a month later, the Beast Titan approaches the plaza where a showdown between the Corps and Marley's Titans is in effect. When next to Gallia the Piek, he gives the order to wipe out the enemy. In the ensuing battle, the Beast Titan provides the warriors with artillery support, hurling crushed debris around the plaza. Throughout the conflict, the Cart Titan protects Zeke from the Survey Corps, in particular Levi, and is turn defended by the Jaw Titan. After the transformation of the Colossal Titan in the harbour, the warriors' formation is disrupted, while Piek is distracted by the Survey Corps approaching the attack. Levi ambushes the Beast Titan and swiftly cuts open his nape. Falling to the ground, Levi detonates an explosive in the Titan's neck before rapidly maneuvering away. While much of the Malian military assumes Zeke to be dead, he is in fact boarding on the Survey Corps airship. Hans reveals that Zeke and the Survey Corps are working together, signifying a change in their allegiance from the Beast Titan. According to Zeke's plan, Historia Reese is supposed to inherit the Beast Titan. Initially, the military wanted Historia to inherit Zeke's Titan immediately, but her pregnancy has delayed the succession. Despite this, while watching over Zeke in the Titan forest, Levi begins making plans to have the Beast Titan temporarily held until the pregnancy is completed. In the forest, Zeke uses the power of the screen to transform 30 nearby Survey Corps into pure Titans. This is possible as these soldiers have previously drank alcohol laced in spinal fluid, with military higher-ups having also been served this fluid. Zeke uses the opportunity to escape from this custody of the corps. Confident that Levi would not slaughter his own subordinates, Zeke summons 3 of his newly created Titans. Zeke is stunned to see Levi appear in front of him and transforms into the Beast Titan. Tearing apart one of the Titans, Zeke scans the forest and throws the bloody Titan pieces towards Levi, and notices many tree branches falling towards him. Although he hardens his nape, the Beast Titan is struck by several thunder spears that pierces through. Zeke can barely react before Levi detonates them, blowing apart the Beast Titan and critically injuring Zeke. Zeke arrives at Gigantia to find the district under siege from Marley's forces, and Eren on the verge of being eaten by Reiner. Climbed to the top of the wall Maria in a Titan form, Zeke launches a volley of rockets to knock Reiner off Eren, and commends his younger brother for standing against the Marley forces, comforting him that he would now take care of the enemies. After destroying many of the airships, the Beast Titan then spots the Cart Titan and shifts his attention to keep it at bay. Noticing the attack Titan is in the act of getting ambushed by both the Armored and Jaw Titans, it continues its barrage and critically damages both. Just then, it gets shot through the shoulder by Theo McGarth and the Beast Titan falls off the wall. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed my first video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe and tell me which other animes or characters you would like me to analyze. Thanks again and peace.